Sometimes the woman who seems the softest, the kindest, the sweetest, the most feminine is also the one who can hurt you the most. And not because she's an evil person, not because she's an evil woman, but because she never learned how to receive something real. And as a man, that can confuse you the hell out of you. Because everything in your body says, she's different, she's ready, she feels like the one. But then suddenly, she pulls away, she cancels, she goes, and she goes hot and cold. And you are sitting there thinking, what the hell happened? Even though her eyes said something else, even though her energy was open, even though your dates felt real, deep, emotional, full of connection, she pulled away. So what happened? Let's break it down. Hey guys, and welcome to this new video. There's something you need to understand as a man. The softness from a woman on a date doesn't mean safety. Her femininity doesn't mean emotional maturity. And her kindness or her sweetness doesn't always mean readiness. It doesn't mean she is ready for something deeper and that she's ready for having a relationship with you. Okay? Because a woman can have a very gentle voice. She can have the sweetest smile while she's looking into your eyes. She can wear a sexy, feminine, flowy dress, talk about energy, healing, and spirituality, and still run away from the man who triggers her wounds. Okay? Why? Because real masculinity doesn't just attract women. Okay? It also awakens them. And when a woman isn't ready to face herself, that awakening feels like a threat to her feminine essence. Why, you think? Because your calm presence exposes her chaos that she has in herself, okay, in her nervous system. Your grounded energy makes her feel her own instability. Again, it's in her nervous system. And your clarity highlights her confusion. And so it's not that you are attacking her. It's not that you pressure her, because in the end, you don't do anything wrong. But your masculine energy shines a light on all the parts she's been trying to keep in the dark. And so her nervous system gets triggered. And that's why she pulls away. Because she's scared to receive you, and she knows by seeing you again that she will feel uncomfortable on that date. Not because you're a creep, but because her nervous system can't handle you. Okay, so you gotta understand that you're not dealing with a boss babe. Okay, a lot of time content creators tell you that, yeah, you're dealing with a boss babe, she's masculine, and she thinks she's above you. That's not what she thinks, okay? And you're also not dealing with a narcissist. You're dealing with the sweet one, with the soft-spoken, intuitive, dreamy one. It's the one that you thought was different, who shows her complete, pure femininity on the outside. Like when you see her on the outside, she has a beautiful smile, she's feminine, she's laughing with you, she has that beautiful long hair, that beautiful body, perfect shape. But yeah, she's beautiful on the outside, but probably has some wounds deep on the inside. She probably even told you or showed you with her actions that she feels safe with you, that she can feel you're calm, that she can feel that you're a calm person, that your presence is calm, and probably also that you're not like the others. And so as a man, you are receiving those compliments and you can feel that she's safe with you, that she's safe in your presence, but still she disappears. Still, she avoids you. And still, she doesn't show up when it starts to matter and start to get serious. And you sit there thinking, what the hell just happened? I'll tell you what happened. She met a man who didn't need her validation, who didn't try to impress her, who didn't try to earn her love, because you simply were. You simply were yourself. And because of that, for the first time, she felt seen. Not for what she does, not for how she looks, but for how she truly is. And that's not a bad thing, but it scared her. It scared her nervous system. And so she's not used to, you gotta understand, guys, a woman who is very beautiful, she's used to have tons of validation by other guys, okay? She's that very beautiful, sweet, feminine woman that you like a lot, who has a beautiful smile, who has that soft voice, that feminine touch. Mostly guys fall in love with those type of women. And you gotta understand, her softness was never about surrender. It was about protection. She learned to hide behind sweetness. Because being soft, being sweet gave her control. Because being feminine gave her the attention she wanted without real intimacy. But validation is not real. It's not love. But with you, she can't hide no more. There's no more hiding. And when a woman isn't ready to be fully seen, she runs because her nervous system can't handle it. Can't handle it being your presence, in your realness, in your groundedness. Yeah, being there present, showing love, being real, being kind, also being sweet as a man, doing the right things, being respectful, treating her with respect, showing her that you like her, but then she pulls away. And then you have all those content creators that tell you, yeah, you didn't satisfy hypergamy. You weren't enough of that bad boy. And that's why she runs. But I learned everything about hypergamy. I even have a course that I made about hypergamy in my community. So I know everything about hypergamy. I know how to satisfy it constantly. But then she still was running. And so I was thinking, yeah, what did I do wrong? Because I satisfied hypergamy, I was present. It's because, and it's not because you did something wrong or you weren't manly enough. It's because our nervous system can't handle your realness, can't handle your masculine power, your masculine strength, your masculine energy. And so her feminine energy and your masculine energy can come together because she feels that it's too scary for her to let go on that masculine presence, to give herself over to the masculine. Okay? So there's a part where most men break and that most men don't understand. They think, I must have done something wrong. I was too much. Maybe I scared her off with my honesty and realness. No, brother. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you do act wrong as a man when she can feel that you are nervous on that date or insecure, or you put some needy or lustful energy into the date, or when she feels she can play around and test you without you noticing it and failing those tests. And that's the moment when she starts playing games. Okay, a woman is an emotional being. So you gotta understand that she feels more the emotions and energy of a man than the other way around. But if you were just present, strong, grounded, and playful on that date, just like I said before, satisfying hypergamy, doing the right things, showing your strength as a man, being kind, being good to her, treating her with respect, doing nothing wrong, know that you didn't scare her. Know deep inside that you didn't scare her. Her own fear scared her. Because you were calm, you were present, you were strong, you were respectful. And even in your strength, you showed her kindness. Not because you needed to prove something, but because you just were yourself. I'm a kind guy. I know I always treat people good, especially the people that I like, that I appreciate. And when I'm on those dates, I really appreciate those women. I really like them physically, but also we have great dialogue, great connection, great vibes, great energy. And then she still pulls away. And then I was thinking, why? What's the reason? It's all about fearful avoidance, dismissive avoidance, and attachment styles, coping mechanisms of before, of her past. And so your kindness and your realness, on those dates, she didn't know how to receive it. Why? Because a man like you, a man who lives with soul and with purpose, it feels too unfamiliar. And we all fear what we don't recognize in ourselves. Because you see, in those modern days, beautiful women who we all see as 8, 9s, or 10s, she's probably used to men who chase her, who pedestalize her, who treat her softness like a prize, let's say. Weak men that now live in this modern society, always putting her on a pedestal. But you, my man, you treated her like a person. Not a prize, not a game, not a fantasy. And deep down, now in those modern days, because women have inflated egos, and don't get me wrong, guys, also men have inflated egos, okay? It's just how society has become. But when you have an inflated ego, yeah, when you have a guy who is real, straightforward, present, calm, grounded, that makes her ego feel unsafe. And it's not her ego, and it's not that it's something bad. The ego is not something bad. Only if she's a narcissist, okay? Then the ego is connected to a narcissistic person. But I think deep down, these women that I date are not narcissists. They're really good persons on the inside. But they have that nervous system who is afraid to receive a man who is strong, okay? So the thing is that her ego thrives on attention and validation, not on presence. So even though her soul wanted you, and you could feel that real attraction on that date while you were walking hand in hand and kissing each other, yeah, of course you can feel that attraction. Of course, as a man, it turns you on. It's normal. You are with a beautiful woman, you're walking hand in hand, you're kissing. But the thing is, it's her ego pushed you away. Not her as a person, okay? It's her body. The ego is the body. When I needed to release my ego that I had also a little bit of ego. When I did my therapy session, I had still here in my body parts of the ego that I didn't, part of the inner work, part of the shadow work that I didn't do. I did a therapy session in Portugal of ayahuasca, and there I let go of my ego and I destroyed my ego. And so sometimes also women didn't do the inner work, and that's why in those situations when she feels that you're healed, when she can feel that you're a healed man, a strong man who is healed in himself, and she feels that she feels that you're too real for her, your energy is too real, she will push it away. And that's why sometimes they go ghost, guys. So I'm going to talk to you now about the invisible test. It's the test no one talks about. And it's not in her words. It's not even in her actions. It's in her silence, her distance, her inconsistency. And you gotta understand, guys, it's not a conscious test. She's not doing it on purpose. It's her body reacting. It's her body, her system pulling back like a reflex. And somewhere deep inside, it's like her whole being is asking herself, can I really stay open in front of this man? Or can I trust love without trying to control it? Can I let go without losing myself? And if the answer in her body is no, she pulls away. Or worse, she blames you for the feelings she can't understand. And then you as a man, you are left in confusion. You're left with pain, with emotional whiplash. Because you're thinking to yourself, everything felt so damn good. And now she's gone. But here's the truth, my brother. Again, it was never about you. It was about her capacity to receive love, to hold safety, to choose truth over trauma. And she just wasn't ready. So the question is now, guys, what do you do next? What are you going to do, brothers? Do you chase her? Do you explain yourself? Do you wait for her to come around? None of that, guys. You do the hardest thing a man can do. You stand still. Not emotionally frozen, but grounded, rooted, clear, staying on your purpose, trying to become the best version of yourself. And you don't fall into the trap of trying to fix her. You're not her savior, guys. That's something that I did a lot, trying to save women who had those attachment styles or avoidance styles. I tried to do that because I really liked those women. I could see that deep down they were just good women. And so you try to fix it and you try to make it work, but in the end, I lost a lot of energy on it. And so I learned to let it go, you see. And maybe one day she will come back. Maybe, it's not sure. But maybe one day she will come back. And then it's your choice to let her in or to say to yourself, no, thank you. Because you moved forward and you remained in your power. And when you let go, guys, stay kind. Stay sovereign. Stay open. But also stay discerning. Okay? When you meet a woman and you have those, when you will meet a woman later on and you had those experiences, try to discern women. Try to discern that woman that you're dating. And again, guys, maybe one day she finds her way back. And if she comes back, guys, know that it's because you didn't chase her. And that she did do the inner work. And also if she comes back, it's because life brought her back to the place where she once felt truth. And she realized that what she once felt was something real. But that takes a lot of work from the femininity side. And she was finally ready to receive that realness. So brothers, If you ever met a woman or dated a woman who looks like the one, but in the end couldn't hold you, understand this. Just because she was sweet and soft doesn't mean she was ready. Just because she showed up in her most feminine state, in her most feminine essence, with her most feminine energy, doesn't mean she could stay. What you felt with her wasn't a promise, it was a moment, just a reflection. And you were a mirror. And sometimes that mirror, that's too much. Some women aren't afraid of you. They are afraid of what they see in themselves. Let that sink in, guys. Some women aren't afraid of you. They're afraid of what they see in themselves when they're with you. Also understand, some women aren't afraid of you. They're afraid of being fully seen by you. And when that fear wins, when that fear takes over on her, just don't take it personal. Stand firm, stay true to yourself, keep building and growing as a man. Because one day, you'll meet a woman whose soul feels like hers. A woman who did the work on the inside. And when she meets your calm, grounded energy, she won't run. She will rise with you. Okay, guys, if this message hits deep, if you've been in this exact situation, I invite you to step into the Elmo state, whether through one-on-one mentorship or by joining the Elmo State Brotherhood of men walking the same path. You don't have to do this work alone, guys. You can find the links for coaching or the community in the description. And if you've experienced this kind of woman, that sweet, pure, feminine, lovely woman, who pulled back after you felt deep attraction, connection, and great energy, leave a comment, guys. Let me know what resonated. I read everything. And I respond when I can. So stay grounded, stay kind, and stay in your power. With that said, guys, hope you liked the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Ciao.